chatting, rumbling, fuck, shake your tits and swing your dicks. It's the first Friday after Labor Day. Fall is in the air, and to get your weekend off to a good start, here's another pumpkin spice sprinkled, booby jiggling episode of your favorite internet sensation with Libation, the Friday wrap-up. Before we get today's show kicked off, I want to tip my hat to tonight's Libation. You know, now that summer is kind of wrapping itself up, you know, I usually, you know me, I'm a whiskey guy. So, I mean, I always switch to tequila in the summer. Even though it's still kind of technically still summer-ish, we'll call it that. I'm a little tequila'd out after this weekend. I didn't want to go full Jack Daniels tonight. So I figured let me clear out some of these summer cocktails. Because, you know, beach days are numbered. And we got to make room in the fridge for all the fancy fall shit. So I'm going with one of my summer favorites, a cherry Jack and Coke. Here you go. Nice way to end the Friday work day. And there you go. How's Aluda? Drink up and be somebody. I'm still surprised that I like those. Anyhow, okay. What a fucking week. Well, you know, like I said, summer's pretty much over. You know, Labor Day kind of is the exclamation point. Yeah, technically, I think it's still summer till like the 21st, the 22nd. But, you know, for all intents and purposes, it's like, you know, people are still hanging on to it. Like, I gotta go to the beach one last time. Okay, you know, the beach parties are winding down. The kids are back at school, you know. Okay, I'm good. I mean, I bitch and moan like all the way up to Labor Day, and then after Labor Day, I'm like, all right, I'm good. Let's have the fall now. All right, it's hot. Like today, it was nice and cool this morning. Now it's hot. You know, we're humans. Nobody could ever make us fucking happy. But yeah, kids are back to school, which means you're gonna have fucking traffic in the morning. You got the goddamn school buses with the stop signs. And these fucking people that got, the whole family's got to bring the kid to the corner. It's like they take turns saying goodbye, like he's going off to fucking Vietnam or something. They're in school. They'll be back at 3 o'clock. I mean, really? Oh, you got to go anywhere in the fucking morning at this time of year. You just want to kill yourself. Seriously. And then, you know, now they got this fucking Ryder Cup shit that's supposedly happening. It is happening. I think like the last 2 weeks of September, they destroyed the fucking Bethpage Black Golf Course. I mean, they sunk, I want to say like $500 million into this fucking thing. It's for like 2 weeks. Not even. I don't even know. Okay? Like they put fucking bleachers everywhere. They fucked up the parking lot over there. It's just a disaster. And this fucking thing, everybody on Long Island, all the businesses, like, you see Ryder Cup shit everywhere. Like, even out east in the fucking Hamptons and shit. Like, who's going to the Ryder Cup in Bethpage? They go, it's drive to the Hamptons. It's an hour and a half away, okay? I don't get all the fucking people that are coming in for this thing. Like, it's golf. You're going all the way to New York, to Long Island, to watch golf. Granted, I'm sure a lot of fucking Islanders will be there, but it's golf. It's one thing to play it. It's a boring fucking sport. I'm sorry. It's not for me. I've said it. I played golf twice. Both times were a fucking disaster. Okay? I mean, I like going to the driving range because I like hitting things with clubs. Big surprise. But golf isn't my thing. It's one thing if you're going to play it. I mean, okay, driving range is cool. I could maybe do 9 holes if I had to. You know, I could just think of a much better thing to, you know, there's about 50 much better things I could do on a fucking nice day than play golf. But to each their own. But to watch golf, it's like the cure for fucking insomnia. No, seriously, when I get insomnia. So when I can't fucking sleep, I put the goddamn, I go on ESPN, I find a golf thing, I watch golf, 5 minutes, I'm out cold. I mean, to go there, to watch, I'd fall out of the fucking bleachers. Okay? It's a boring fucking sport, period. To watch it is even worse. So I have to question the mental faculties of the people that go to watch this. The only one who gets a pass is Trump because he's the president. He's going to make an appearance. He's a golfer. He owns golf clubs, like courses. So, I mean, I get that-ish, kind of. But This is just insane. And the fucked up thing is, that's the golf course that I got the lifetime PGA ban at. So I don't even know if I could even go if I wanted to, which I don't. But if I did, I'm not sure I could even attend. I have that prestigious, I'm in that prestigious club. I'm one of 4 people in the world that has a lifetime PGA ban, and the alleged assault occurred at Bethpage Black. So maybe that's why I'm a little fucking salty about it. I don't know. Anyway, what else happened in the world this week? Oh, Putin, Ping, and Un. There's a fucking new axis of evil there. Had a summit in China. Okay, yeah, that I don't know. That's alarming. It doesn't send the right signal to the world. You got fucking Xi Jinping hosting Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un in fucking China. Ping Un Putin. Sounds like a Chinese food special. So yeah, that's something we got to keep an eye on. But listen, that's not Trump's fault. Okay, that's the result of 4 years of fucking Biden. Okay. Because that fucking war in the Ukraine, even Putin said it. It would have never happened if Trump was president. It doesn't seem to want to end. I did see something this morning on the internet. I don't know if it's accurate or not. That Vladimir Putin guaranteed security to Zelensky if he was to come to Moscow for a peace summit or peace meeting. If I was Zelensky, I mean, you got no choice. If the guy extends the olive branch, you got to go. But if I was Zelensky, I would insist that Donald Trump be there, because Putin will definitely try something on Zelensky, if he's the only one there. He ain't making it back to the Ukraine. They won't. They're not fucking suicidal. They will not do anything if an American president is sitting there, or some kind of an American ambassador or something. They won't fucking do nothing. That's the only way I would feel safe if I was him. But that's just me. I don't know if that was accurate or not. Anyway, with all this shit going on, Trump's timing is fucking impeccable. He changed the name of the Department of Defense to the Department of War. It used to be called the Department of War. World War II, World War I, it was always the Department of War. It was Truman in the 50s that changed it to the Department of Defense. Why, I don't know. Anyway, he's changing it back to the Department of War. And fuck it, I like it. I mean, he's doing it. I know. See, again, everybody's playing checkers. This guy's playing chess. It's a nonchalant way of sending a message to certain people like Ping, Putin, and Un that America is done playing around. We're not looking to defend. We're going on the offense. Okay, it sends a fucking message. And it's a strong message. Okay, with now the Department of War. Don't fuck around, because we'll blow your ass out of the sky. That's what that message says. Okay, not to mention now Pete Hegseth has the coolest fucking title in the cabinet. Okay, he went from Secretary of Defense to Secretary of War. Oh, the War Secretary's on the phone. That's not a guy you're going to piss off. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm totally for that. Anyway, what do trolls, Giuliani, Conjoined Twins, and Twerking have in common? Well, they're all on tonight's Friday wrap-up. So strap in and hold on, baby. All right, kids, get your tickets out. We're about to hop onto that maniacal, magical express of the mayhem and fuckery. The crazy train's about to leave the station. Oh, but, woo-woo! First stop, New York City. So, one of our favorite mayoral candidates, Curtis Sliwa. This fucking guy is in, I don't know what color the sky is in his world, but he likes his chances in the New York City mayoral race. This guy is completely fucking delusional, okay? He's only got 12% of the vote, okay? The only one polling less than him is fucking, I can't even say that. I think him and Adams are tied for last place. He doesn't even fucking campaign. At least everybody else is campaigning. This guy don't campaign. He goes on Fox once in a while and goes, I can't be bought. I'm going to pay the winner to make. He's retarded. He makes TikToks on the subway talking to fucking homeless people and yelling about garbage in Queens. He's a fucking idiot with his goddamn red beret. Take the fucking beret off already, Curtis, you fucking Momo. The Guardian Angels were a joke. It was a made-up organization. They faked all the fucking things that they did. So stop with this fucking red beret bullshit. The last time he couldn't stop petting his cats. The guy's fucking mentally irregular. Nobody's voting for him. Okay? I mean, like I said, you pick it from fucking 4 bowls of shit in this goddamn thing. Apparently, Eric Adams, allegedly, the rumor is he's looking at other options. He might step down. Please, there's the fucking door, Eric. Don't let it hit you in the ass on the way out. The person who's got the best shot of beating fucking Mondami, and I don't even think he can do it, I mean, it'd be close, is Cuomo. I hate to say it. You know, it's like the Billy Joel song. We're definitely going to see the lights go out on Broadway. It doesn't matter who fucking wins this mayoral race. If it's Mondami, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Mondami or Sliwa will definitely destroy the city. Without a doubt. Sliwa was not capable of running New York City. He's not capable of governing himself. Okay? Neither is fucking Mondami. Mondami's a disaster. The only two that, I mean, well, Adams didn't do such a great job, but I mean, better than fucking everybody else there. You know, devil, you know. The only two that have credentials there really are Adams and you know, Tune in Tokyo, Cuomo. But I don't think either one of them have a fucking shot. They don't have a horse in this race, that's for sure. Anyway, next stop, Washington, D.C. So the internet trolls last week were all they were all fucking out of control, okay, over the holiday weekend. So they started a rumor that Trump was sick, old, dead, and not really running the country. Sounds kind of familiar, don't you think? All because he didn't do a fucking press conference for 2 days. For 2 days, he didn't do a press conference. Biden vanished for months at a time, okay? And they said he was vital and full of energy in his prime. The guy couldn't stop falling down. He needed note cards. He didn't know which direction to go. They had to put little tape markings so you knew when to walk and stop. Okay? But Trump, they're looking to make a fucking thing with. Anyway, Trump handled it like Trump. You know, after 2 days, he get press conference for like an hour and a half. He's like, I heard they said I was dead. I'm not dead right here. Maybe they meant the other guy. The other guy, he was a disaster, right? You know. So yeah, just this. Anybody, if you're walking around out there, and I know there's some Democrats that might have some brains in their head. If you're a Democrat, a liberal, don't tell why. You have to be a fucking retard if you're backing a party that does these crazy fucking things. Okay, seriously. Anyhow, Ryan Ruth, which may sound familiar to some of you, this was the pride of the nation. This fucking retard was the guy who tried to shoot Trump at Mar-a-Lago. He was hiding in the bushes. Okay. Well, anyway, his trial's coming up. He's acting as his own attorney. that should tell you something right there. For discovery, he requested strippers. You know, when you request evidence and stuff like that from the prosecutor, you also asked for strippers. Yeah. Okay. This guy's dealing with a full deck here. Anyway, he challenged. He wants to fight Trump physically. He wants to be put in a room with him for 5 minutes. He wants to beat the shit out of him. He also challenged him to a golf game. Get this shit. If he wins the golf game, if Trump wins the golf game, then they get to execute Ryan Ruth. If Ryan Ruth wins the golf game, he gets to be president. Okay? This guy belongs in the fucking puzzle factory. Okay? In a rubber room. He needs a trip to the fucking puzzle factory with his arms tied behind his back, chewing on his shoelaces in a rubber truck. Okay? The guy's fucking mentally irregular. Anyway, I personally think he should be electrocuted. What the fuck? What do we need a trial for? It's pretty cut and dry. Guy's crazy, tried to shoot the president. Very simple. You take him, you put him in Old Sparky, you fire it up, zap it, and that's that. What the fuck are we wasting taxpayer money for? I wouldn't even put him in a firing squad to waste in front of a firing squad to waste not to waste a fucking bullet. You understand? Fuck, you can't fix crazy. What are you gonna do? Rehabilitate this guy? Put him back in fucking society? The liberals would. Oh, wow. Yes, that should be an interesting trial to keep an eye on. Next stop, New Hampshire. This one's pretty interesting. So Rudy Giuliani, America's mayor, was seriously injured in a freak accident over the weekend. So why he was in New Hampshire, I'm not sure. He was coming down the highway. He was being driven. And he made the driver pull over and stop because he saw a woman in distress on the side of the road. Apparently, she was a victim of domestic abuse. So he stopped the car, got out of the car to help her, right? And, cops arrived on the scene. And as he's getting back into his car, some chick, women drivers, just slammed into his fucking truck. As he's getting in, the guy sustained some serious injury. He's 81 years old. Now, I'm not a Giuliani fan by any means, but he's 81 years old. He had some spinal cord injuries and shit, and he survived. He seems to be okay. I mean, he's going to need some rehabilitation, but, I think he was a little pickled and didn't necessarily feel anything. But, yeah, go figure that one out, huh? Freak action. And last stop on the crazy train, Minnesota. So, Abby and Brittany Hansel, these who I've mentioned in the past, these are conjoined twins. They're famous because they're conjoined twins that survived, right? So they have two separate brains. They're two separate people. One controls the right side of the body. The other controls the left side of the body. I mean, they're gonna have a conversation, a walk. I don't know. And they apparently had a baby. But Abby, who I think is the one on the right, I think it was like 2 years ago. They got married. They married to some guy, and he's an ex-military guy. Married Abby, not the sister, Brittany, but Abby. But Brittany comes with Abby. So many fucking questions about this. Anyway, I suppose they got pregnant and they're having a baby. It's a natural, yeah. So more questions have I now. So how does this work? Okay, you're married with the sister on the right, but the sister on the left comes with the one on the right. They share everything else. They don't have two separate vaginas. There's one farfalle, okay? There's two tits, two ass cheeks, two heads. Wait, so technically, if you're banging your wife, you're also banging your sister-in-law. You know what I mean? Like, how does this work? Like, do they put a cover over the sister's head? Don't look. It's just gotta be. You know how annoying that's gotta be. Now, does she feel it? Like, I mean, with one orgasm, are they both screaming at the same time? I mean, that could have some possibilities. It's gotta really drive the fucking neighbors crazy. Like, what happens if Brittany's asleep and Abby's awake and they want to get it on? Like, all of a sudden, now our head's banging. I mean, what a way to wake up. Like, do you have to have, consent from both of them? Like, if one wants to fuck and the other doesn't, there's the guy in the bathroom jerking off now. These are the questions that I have. What if you accidentally put your cock in the wrong sister's mouth? You're out drinking, things happen, people get a little silly, like your aim is off. It's like, like, every night's a threesome, basically. Whether this person's participating or not. Like, does Brittany have control of the asshole? And then again, how does this all work? There's so many questions. Why is nobody interviewing these people and asking these questions? These are pertinent questions. We're inquiring minds and we want to know. Anyway, kids, your sports update. Yankees and Blue Jays tonight at 7:05. Mets and Reds tonight at 6:40. Phillies and Marlins tonight at 7:10. NFL, football's back, baby. Giants and Washington this Sunday, 1 o'clock. Jets and Steelers, Sunday at 1 o'clock. Bills and Ravens, Sunday at 8:20. Saints and Cardinals, Sunday at 1 o'clock. This is why you have to watch football in a sports bar. There's 3 games I want to watch. They're all at 1 o'clock. Okay? It's good for the bar business, I suppose. Anyway, on Tommy's Pub and Grub review. I was back at Bayside again last week, kids. When I went there Saturday for that Chinese restaurant, I noticed, I looked across the street and I see Uncle Jack's. Now, I used to eat at Uncle Jack's pretty regularly. I mean, I knew everybody in there, know the owner. I mean, so, and I said to myself, wow, I haven't been there in a long fucking time. And, you know, I've been jonesing for that tomahawk steak. And I never had the, I hear they do the best tomahawk. Never had it. I've had usually when I go, I would get either like the strip. Sometimes for lunch, I get the steak frites. Or, you know, I've had the porterhouse. I've seen the tomahawk. I just never had it. Now, you know, I can make a tomahawk, but the thing is, that's something you want to get in the steakhouse. And the reason is because, you know, they're running they have these broilers that run at 1,800 degrees. When you put that steak in there, it instantly crustifies it. It gets that nice crust, that bark, you know, it really just sears it perfectly. So that's always the best place to go. So Thursday, I went to Uncle Jack's in Bayside. I got a tomahawk. Holy shit, look at this thing. This was just pure fucking, it was just gluttonous. It was food pornography. I mean, when I tell you this thing was spectacular, they carve it off the bone, they slice and bellinize and then they put a little garlic herb butter right on top. And of course, black and blue, baby. But you get that nice crust and it's fucking red. And it just melts. Beautiful piece of dry aged prime cut steak. Dry age is always the best way to go. We say it. Just perfect. And this thing was just like butter. Fucking butter. I mean, obviously, some of this came home. And let me tell you, I even took the fucking bone home. Which the bone, I swear to God, was the length of my arm. Now, you always want to take the bone. I'll tell you why. Because there's more meat on there. Now, you just carve it off. Like, that's why I just sliced off all the rest of the meat. I mean, I got cutlery in my kitchen that you could shave with. So, you know, you got to have a good knife to do this. But, yeah, now when you want to reheat a steak, okay, what you want to do is you want to bring it to temperature. You don't want to cook it again. Because if you got a nice, you know, if it's nice black and blue, a nice rare, whatever, what you want to do is you want to take it out of the fridge. Let it sit out on the counter for about an hour. Let it come to room temperature. It's going to be fine. You take a pan with very low heat. Okay, non-stick. You got to use non-stick because all the beef tallow and everything that's in that steak is gonna, you know. So you just want to put a low heat, okay, and then just let the pan warm up so you can just touch it. Like when you can put your hand on it for like a minute or two when it's warm. Then you take the steak, you put it in, and just gently move it back and forth off the heat. Baste it with all the juices and fats. Just let it come to temperature because it's already warm, so you know it's already at room temp, so it's just gonna warm through. It's not gonna cook, and then you plate it, and it's like beautiful. I'm telling you, I got it down to a fine science. You know, it's just, I mean, and if you're one of these jerk-offs that goes into a steakhouse and you're ordering a fucking medium or medium well or well, just stay home and kill yourselves, okay? I mean, you really shouldn't be eating a steak past rare. I'll let you, you know, medium rare is acceptable. Okay, that's a little too well done for me. But if you're ordering it past medium rare, you're a fucking jerk off. Stay home, you're aggravating everybody. Okay, kids, on what the fuck is that? We're going to talk about twerk pooping. Wow. First of all, what is twerking? Right? What is twerking? Twerking, you know, is when you see women of mostly of a certain demographic. Okay, you know, they're moving their asses at a breakneck speed. Well, it's sometimes, you know, by shaking your ass like that, you have an accident. Take a look.
Let's get started.
Good God Almighty! What in the hell kind of shit is that? That's the kind of shit that fall out your ass when you're moving it too fast, right, baby? Yeah, I guess so. Ooh, baby, you look good now. Nice and bright. Big Mama can find your ass in the dark, huh? Okay, all right, Big Mama. Let's go back to the twerk. What in the hell? What kind of woman go twerk and shit her pants all up like that? Well, you see, Pops, that happens for a couple of reasons. You know what the hell we... if you're taking it up the fucking tailpipe a little bit too much, things loosen up a little in there. You start snapping your ass around. Shit comes out. God damn it. That disgusting. Who the hell think that is that attractive? Well, baby, Big Mama Twerk, I ain't gonna shit on you or nothing like that. That's what you're worried about. That's the last thing I was thinking of. Good God, woman, if anybody gonna shit them drawers, it's gonna be you and that fat ass of yours. I'm gonna shit in your mouth, Leroy. I don't know what kind of shit you're into, girl, but I ain't into that shit. Nasty motherfucker. Ooh, that man. Ooh. Anyhow. Like I was saying, some people, they taking it in the fucking tailpipe a little bit too much. Listen, if you're gonna do that, that's fine. I ain't judging. That's nice. Good for you. You gotta do ass kegels though, or limit that activity to like special occasions. Don't you stretch that fucking thing out too much, you have a thought it's gonna you're gonna shit your pants. You have to put a cork in there, wear diapers, fucking disgusting. Now, like I said, I don't want to limit it to a certain demographic, but it really started with a certain demographic, if you know what I mean. See, twerking was a habit, and this isn't racist because it's statistical, was a habit that was adopted by apes. Apes twerk. When the female twerks, okay, it's a signal to the male that they want to have their, have the male shove his banana in there. You know what I mean? That's what that means. And then now, black women, are fucking notorious for twerking. Like that's just. But you see, when white girls can do it, not as good. See, twerking is definitely a black thing because black women do it. It's fascinating to watch. Not that it attracts me. I'm not turned on by it, but I am fascinated by it because I'm an intelligent man. I have a fucking PhD. And for the life of me, when I watch a black woman twerk, I can't figure out how the fuck this... Because their ass moves independently of their body. Like, the body's perfectly straight, and the ass is just going fucking wild. It's like they got an extra set of fucking muscles in there. Or like there's a little capuchin monkey working hydraulics or something. Like, they're just... That fucking thing is just like light speed and the body's perfectly straight. It doesn't matter if they got a fat ass, small ass, whatever. All of them could do it. White girls, however, gotta work. They gotta move. They really gotta like snap their entire body to make their ass move. Now this girl in the video was white. Okay? Which I think all that flailing and snapping shook a turd loose and just shot it right out the fucking poop chute. I mean, I'm not saying she didn't take it up the tailpipe a couple, 2-3 times either, but that's not the point, okay? When I see white girls twerk, makes me sad because they don't do it right. Like, it's a remarkable fucking ability because, again, and it's not because I'm excited by it it's just, I can't figure it out. Like, how does your body stay perfectly straight and then your ass is just like, it's like a propeller. Like if you put wings on that thing, these motherfuckers could fly. They could fly all the way back to Africa. That would be something to say. Just saying. All right, kids, your PSA. Well, like I said, it's back to school. Kids are meeting at the bus stop. The whole family's there. The fucking stop sign's out. It's fucking, the traffic is like 9 deep. We know how I feel about that shit. I hate it. What drives me up a fucking wall is these fucking momos that gotta take fucking back to school pictures of their kids every year holding the sign up. What the fuck are we doing here? Holy shit. They're posting it. They're showing it to you. They're sending you. Oh, look. It's Johnny's first day back to school. First day of second grade. They're doing it all the way up to fucking junior high school. Okay? Who gives you? Your kid is fucking... If your kid's in the 12th grade, nobody gives a fuck. Okay? I mean, here. Your kid's 13 and still in 3rd grade. Fucking stop it. Here. Johnny's 13th trying in 3rd grade. Who cares? Your kid's a fucking momo. Okay? This is why kids today are all overly sensitive pussies. Okay? Our parents didn't do that. Nobody took a picture. First day of school, get the fuck out. Don't get detention. You had a little pep talk. That was it. Don't get detention. Don't get sent home. Go. Don't miss the bus. Okay? This is why we go, oh, let's take a picture. And then it's like 9 pictures. They're putting it on Facebook and all this other bullshit. Fucking stuck. Good. Keep raising serial killers, you fucking momos. Anyway, stay COVIDless, kids. No mask. Don't ask. Haters and kiss my ass. I remember, who loves you, babe? That's been your Friday wrap-up, and I'll see you when I see you.